Let's talk to some other people who are living their dreams.
So being a host of Nigerian Idol is such an amazing experience for me because I get to see other people chase their dream because all I've been trying to do all this time is to find my dreams, to chase my dream, get to my goals, which is to create Nigerian-oriented content, which is to elevate the standard of the perception of what the Nigerian brand is, to be able to produce a show and it will show in Cannes or show on TV anywhere in the world and it'll be like, oh, that's an amazing show, without the stigma of it being a Nigerian show, so it's good quality for Nigeria. We don't want that brand. We have a lot of very educated, very talented, very passionate people right here in Nigeria. We need to be able to tap into that resource.
Okay, Ken, I'm so excited to be in Kabir Islam. It's like an honor. And to be with you, great film director. Tell me a little bit about what were you doing before film?
Before film, I was working in the energy sector. I was an operations and communications manager, one of the youngest in the company.
That's amazing.
So I was in energy before.
So that was, you knew that energy wasn't you, or you found yourself in energy because that was just something?
I found myself in it. It was paying the bills, and I felt like it would pay me more. I was in it for the money. I grew up in a place where I thought that my family was poor, and I wanted to make as much money as possible. So I thought energy would have given me the platform to do it.
A lot of people want to go into energy. A lot of people want to go into oil.
But that's where the money is.
That's where the money, gas. That's where everybody's like rushing to.
Yeah.
So you were there. How many years?
I was there only for about 9 months.
9 months. Okay. And then what? And then you just knew that. Look.
No. One day I'm in the streets. I see this kid who's about 5 years old. I take a picture of this boy, and my life changed. That one picture.
That one picture
changed my life.
Oh, wow.
One single picture.
One picture.
One picture.
Oh, isn't that amazing?
One picture. It is.
Oh,
it
that's
is.
magic
It is.
right there, isn't
It
it?
is. But I feel that if I never got into the work I'm doing right now, I'd have been lost, because I grew up wanting to run away from this poverty that I thought I grew up in. I was so driven. I was so self-centered and selfish. Then I end up now realizing that what I need to do is to bring others from the situation they're in, is to be a bridge, a ladder, is to, open up a door for someone.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And the most important part is you need to find people that you can come together with. You have to be able to collaborate. And this is something I say with everybody I meet. So every young person out there watching right now, you need to not see your brother, you need to not see the person next to you as competition. You need to see them as, you know what, this guy has this talent, he has this angle that I don't have. I'm going to collaborate with this person and we're going to make that synergy and we're going to grow and we're going to be fantastic. So I live by the principles that I preach. I say identify your passion and turn your passion into your profession. That is what I've done right now. I've turned my love for music into creating TV shows, into creating radio shows, into building my own office right now, my own space where I'm at, which is a creative space. And if you look around, I'm not trying to be selfish with it. I want to hire young people. I want young people to come and be part of the collective. That's why the company is called Contagious Collective, because we're trying to infect people, a collective of people who have like minds with that passion to be like, you know what, we are proudly Nigerian and we are not ashamed of it. We're going to go anywhere in the world and we're going to compete with the best of the best. So that's what we're trying to do. I'm going to be here next 10 years, man. What is Illy going to be doing? Producing TV shows, producing radio shows, producing mobile content, because that's what I've always been doing. That's what I'm always going to do. That is my dream. You need to find out what your dream is.
And I think too much we see in Africa and the world. Everybody's just going for themselves.
Oh yeah,
everybody just wants to, no matter whatever your passion is, it's like, let me just do it.
Yeah.
And get it for me and make as much as I can and be the best I can be. And they don't realize that, no, you've got to pave the way for other people. You've got to help other people. You've got to bring other people along.
I agree, but I think it's a natural thing. We just want it for ourselves. We want to we want to make sure we are comfortable. We never think, how do I open a door for someone else? I think it takes us changing our core, our center, which is a hard thing.
A very hard thing. Most people are afraid to help other people because they think, well, if I help other people, then I'm not going to be special. Well, I'm going to be pulled down. What made you different?
Well, I think from the get-go, I just realized that I can't do it alone.
Yeah.
So I could either try and do the production myself or work with others, and that way with many people, you know. So a good example, last year I was out of work for a while because I was expecting my first child.
Beautiful.
And I was gone for like 4 months, and it's my team that ended up producing and shooting and doing the work for one of our biggest clients. So they did about 26 episodes of a TV show without me.
Wow.
So I think I've just learned that the people we work with or we are trying to help, in quotes, are actually our partners in the making. They're not there yet, but we're raising partners.
Absolutely.
So when you're working to raise a partner, I think you treat a partner differently.
Absolutely.
When you're helping somebody, you see them as a servant. But a partner, no, that's a different person.
That's great. I mean, I love that, you know, that sort of notion of partnership, teamwork,
Yeah.
and sharing,
Yeah.
you know, empowering people.
Yeah.
And I think these are things that, whether you're in a company, whether you're on your own or you're an entrepreneur, these are things that I think are really important.
Yeah.
Because like you said, you may not be around. Something may happen to you, maybe because you have a beautiful child on the way, maybe because, you know, something else. The institution, the business has to continue. And if you don't lay these seeds, lay these foundations, that's when, you know, there's no legacy to sort of look back.
And I think maybe the other thing maybe we're afraid of is we think that the cake is smaller. So if some other people come in, we'll get a small slice. But how about if we bake more cake, if we make the oven bigger?
Right.
You know, then that we're not wondering what kind of slice am I getting? Is it a small slice? Is it a big slice? I think then we're thinking, you know, what flavor am I getting? Do I want a banana cake today? Do I want something different? You know, and I think when you see life that way, then the opportunities abound. You're not afraid of others coming in and joining.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Film, for sure, is a collaborative effort. You can't do it alone. I mean, this is one thing I think, you know, I've realized and I've learned from you.
But you can try. You can try and carry the lights by yourself, the microphone by yourself, but you'll be tired and you take such a long time. So when you work with others, I think you're able to do much more. So I'll show you Shaban, who's shooting something here, and yeah, get to see him directing. So come this way. So the guy inside is an intense director. He likes going over and over the shots. So he's a perfectionist. So
Right.
you always see much work. So this is a script he came up with, and the whole idea is that this guy inside there teleports. So it's one of those things which is way out. I mean, you'd expect outside there someone from Kibera will show you the raw sewage, the dirtiness. No, but here's something which is very imaginative.
Very imaginative.
Somebody teleporting.
Wow.
Yeah, so
It's almost like a little science fiction, a little
exactly.
bit. You know?
It is science fiction, a bit of science fiction. So you'll get to see a bit of that.
Oh, fantastic. No, it's good. I mean, this is the sort of creativity that we want to see coming out of Africa and coming out of a place like Kibera, because
Yeah.
I think it inspires other people to say, look, you don't need to leave your environment, you know, to create a little bit of magic.
Yeah.
You can bring the magic to the environment.
Yeah.
Just free your mind, free your spirit.
I personally think that the people from Kibera are more imaginative.
Imaginative.
You know why? So if somebody from here doesn't have money to buy a soccer ball, a football, they make one using paper. That's creativity.
That is.
You're always creating. You don't have money to buy like a toy car, you're going to make your own toy car.
Absolutely.
I mean, I think for me that's creativity, you know. So I feel like I was gifted landing here and finding people who are already creating, giving them the camera. I just enabled them to pass on the creativity to filmmaking. But I didn't make them creators, I didn't make them innovators. They were there. What I did, I just watered the seeds, but they had that. And I think most people from informal settlements in Africa are just budding and raring to go. And the work for us outside who might be a bit more privileged is to come in and enable, is to come in and water, is to come in and midwife, is to come in and help the process happen.
Absolutely. And also what I'm saying is, sometimes when, you know, you really believe in what it is you're trying to do and you really go for your heart, go for your passion, what happens is that the people come, you know, the creative people now come around you. It's like, oh, how do you find I need this, I need that? But suddenly you know, suddenly you meet this person, you meet that person, and everybody's hungry and everybody's talented. And you're like, wow, how did this happen? You know, but sometimes that's what happens. It's like the universe conspires a little
Oh
bit,
yes, it does.
you know, to help you.
Yes.
And that's what's happened with your company.
You get kindred brothers and sisters. You get people who, you know, you have the same heartbeat.
Yes.
You sing the same song. You dance to the same song. You know.
Right.
I agree with you.
Thank you. I mean, it's wonderful to see. And hey, I'm really, really excited for the future.
Thank you.
For your company.
Thank you.
Living the dream is actually more accessible than you think. And there are many people out there who have taken that leap, you know, who've left the conventional job and decided, you know what, I'm going to take some risk and I'm going to go alternative, or I'm going to take some risk and I'm going to do what I love. So don't be afraid to go after what you love and what you dream. They say where there's a will, there's the way. And you have to find a way out of no way. Life is risk. The worst that can happen is that you fail. And if you've never failed, you've never really lived. Plus, if you don't take any risk, you'll probably end up working for somebody who will take the risk. Remember, live life to the fullest.